overview of PoolSalesPro. PoolSalesPro is the first app designed specifically for pool salespeople and designers to assist them in managing their leads, creating estimates and proposals, and selling more pools. It was developed by Pool Pro Office. Your home screen will have a dashboard that will let you know how many active leads you had come in today, how many appointments today. You'll also be able to ask Project Pro any questions you have in the process of using Pool Pro Office or Pool Sales Pro. There's also training videos built into Pool Sales Pro. You can also store any of your existing documents you use. Could be estimates, proposal forms you use, pricing. You can view those, print them out, and even attach an item to an email. Everything starts with a lead. You create a new lead when you get it and fill in the information. You can search for existing leads for anybody in your database. You can view your lead database by active, inactive, sold, or lost. The active one's going to give you a list of all your leads based upon the date it came in, and you can scroll down your leads and manage those leads anytime, anywhere. You can also filter your leads by the hot-cold button, so you can pull your hottest leads up to the top and manage those on a daily basis, or by advertising campaign, or by salesperson, multiple salespeople, or what they were interested in. Each quick view of each lead is more than just an Excel spreadsheet with data. It's interactive. You can actually email right directly from here to the client, pick up the phone, call them, or if it's a cell number, you can text. You can add additional notes for this client. You can also look at any of the survey questions when the phone call came in to review those questions and answers. You can look at the location map, sales process, files and documents, and we'll review this in the lead folder. But by having it all here, I can manage my leads more efficiently and quickly in the morning. If I go to a lead data folder, this is going to have all the information you took for a new lead. It's going to have who you assigned it to, the customer's name, the first date they contacted you, addresses, notes. You can store lots of notes, phone numbers, and email addresses. Where this lead came from. You get to manage your advertising campaign manager, and you can use the ones that are in here, or else you can add or delete some. And to give you an idea how long I've been selling and managing leads, when was the last time anybody ever heard of the Yellow Pages? I've actually been involved in the pool business for 36 years and sold 26 of those years. So the basis behind Pool Sales Pro are the things that I use to effectively sell more pools. You can also create your own drop-down what they're looking for. Pool, pool spa, maybe a remodel. So you create your own project types. And once you have this information, you can print this page out, or you can email this directly to the designer. If you have somebody in the office that's taking that lead, they can take the lead, then email it to you. And you can also create a custom introductory letter to email to that client as soon as they get off the phone. So we capture the information, we get to the designer immediately, and we send the customer a nice thank you with links to start learning more about you. Other than that, once you have that, this is the sandbox that you as a salesperson can work in. It's going to have those questions for somebody to ask on the phone, so they get asked the right questions and you get the right answers. You also have a map, so you know how to get to this project. You've got a satellite view and a map view. So we'll get you directly in front of what you need to be looking at when you get there. You also have turn-by-turn directions if you're on a mobile device. This is where you schedule your sales appointments, so you know exactly which dates and times you met with the client and any notes based upon that meeting. While you're at the house, you can upload pictures. From the backyard, photos, 2D drawings, 3D drawings. This is a digital file cabinet that allows you to store any document. So now you have a digital library of all those documents related to this client. You also can customize a process, sales process. This one's by default built in there. It tracks all the steps of going through to sell a pool. So I know exactly where I am in that process with any client anytime. At these processes, you also have the ability to create custom email templates to push and send to that client, keeping them engaged through that process. The salesperson knows best where that customer is in that sales process than anybody else. If I had a customer kind of going dark, I call it, not communicating, I also always had some follow-up ones. Why choose a pool over an RV or a boat? The benefits of owning that pool for healthy reasons. Just to keep that customer engaged. You can communicate out of Pool Pro Office, send emails, texts, and you will have a running record of those emails and texts. For example, this was a template that was sent at the time of setting that appointment with the client. It reminded them of the date and time of that appointment. It thanked them for the opportunity, and this template is actually in everyone's Pool Sales Pro for them to customize and modify. It talks about the first meeting, what we're going to discuss, the need for this property survey at this appointment. We're going to discuss yard access, setbacks, homeowners. So before I even got to the house, I'm highlighting to the customer what to expect at the first meeting and all the things they need to start thinking about, which they probably haven't yet. So I prepared the customers for each meeting prior to actually getting there. You also have the ability to, if you have an existing Excel spreadsheet, back in settings, you can load that and pull up your fancy-dancy Excel spreadsheet and price it the way you normally do. Or you can use in Pool Sales Pro our perfect project pricing, which comes with two templates, a remodel pool and a new pool. It can be customized any way you want. You can change just the pricing in those, which you'd want to do to match your pricing. And it pulls up a template for you to fill out quantities, how many square feet a pool is, and so forth. And the end result, it would allow you to generate a beautiful proposal. In this particular case, when I generated that estimate, I chose a custom cover versus my generic cover that I have. And I was able to drop in some images, drop in the 3D, and personalize that cover page. Then came all the items that I clicked with quantity greater than 1 in my estimate proposal. A custom pool package, 300 square foot. I added additional square foot. Leak test, this was actually a remodel. Needed some special engineering, added a bunch of benches into this remodel. Demo work, tree removal, decking, pavers, and it will itemize everything. I'm a big fan of itemized estimate proposals because it's simple. If it's here, you get it. If you don't see it, ask for it, or else it will be a change order. And the guy that gave you a lump sum, you better go back and figure out what he included in his proposal and estimate. Another thing I can do in Perfect Project Pricing is create a back cover page. I always had a back cover page that consisted of 3 documents. First one talked about what comes standard in a pool. Emphasizes why my products are better than brand X, Y, and Z. Also emphasized the fact that I used a project management software. Why choose me versus brand X, Y, and Z? Highlight the differences again. And a nice thank you. So that estimate and proposal for this custom remodel job was put together in about 15 minutes time. And I was ready to email or print a terrific estimate and proposal to deliver to this client. And it stored my estimates in my lead folder. So if I go through multiple estimates and changes, I have a record of those. I don't get lost in track. So, and we can adjust the hot and cold status anytime we want. So we capture in this digital lead folder everything you would probably ever need to manage that lead more efficiently and effectively. And that's the key to more sales. I knew my clients better than anyone else because every day I looked at my leads, the hottest ones up front, and understood who they were, where they were in the process, and communicated with them. We also have the ability in leads to view the appointment calendar. And the appointment calendar would give you a list of all your sales appointments for a week, month, and there it is. If I click on this, it'll give me the information, and it would take me directly to this lead folder also. So I have a calendar view of those leads. I also have today's appointment map, and I can also create custom lead reports by any given timeline. I could search questions by those survey questions. I could create a sales matrix report that creates a report from the time you got a lead to when you made your first appointment, when you delivered the proposal, and signed a contract. And we also have the ability to connect lead information from your webhook to PoolPro Office. So that's the leads. To get set up, all it takes, it's quite simple. Your contact manager, you're going to put your people in here that you can typically utilize. It could be salespeople, it could be construction vendors. It's a contact manager that'll have information on all these folks and who they are and what they do in your organization. That way you can communicate through PoolPro Office with them. You assign users. PoolPro Office, PoolSalesPro can be utilized for the single user, or it could have multiple users. It doesn't matter. It's same database. You might have multiple salespeople, so it could be used for a single salesperson or multiple salespeople. We've got some initial setup here to do, and then you're ready. At this point, you could change the sample introductory letter that goes out to the client when they call in. You could add additional information, headers and footers to your emails going out. You manage your content, your advertising campaign. Lead checklist manager, you can create checklists. This is where you have these perfect project pricing where you put your Excel spreadsheet in, or you go to perfect project pricing and customize our pre-built templates. This is where you create your generic cover page and your generic back cover pages. And this is your lead process manager, which enables you to change this if you want, and also change these letters that are pre-built. So we try to give you templates to work in, to modify and customize in your PoolSalesPro. Charts, it's going to have your sales charts for today and appointments. We also have videos on PoolSalesPro, Presentation Pro. It gives you an introduction buyer's guide, swimming pool sales on an iPad. It gives you some more ideas to enhance your PoolSalesPro. So thank you very much. I appreciate your time and look forward to helping you sell more pools with PoolSalesPro. Thank you.